So we're just gonna jump in. So I am so excited to be here this day. I'm gonna say this morning. I'm recording this morning. I'm in the morning time, but thank you again for being here. If this is your first time, my name is Stephanie. If you have hit that subscribe button, you already know you mean the world to me. So this is our time of the month where we do our loop group. So this is our monthly YouTube collab loop group, and the theme for this loop is November, which is fall colors. So hopefully that made sense. So the theme is November and fall colors. So I thought that I would get back into my junk journal. So what I like to do, if you've never junk journaled before, what I like to do is to get everything that I think I'm going to use. So for instance, I'm using part of this kit from Crafty Planner Queen's junk journal kit. So plug for her, she's getting ready to drop prices for her yearly subscription. You can do a yearly subscription or you can do a half a year subscription. She started this like mid this year. So I actually did I got in where I fit in, which was, I think she started like half the month. So I just went ahead and paid the subscription for that, and I have not been disappointed. So this was part of that. So when I think of November colors, I think of everything that has to do with the browns, the golds, mauves. It has to do with coffee, so the color of coffee beans, all the things. And this has a little bit of, like I said, the mauve and a little bit of a lighter pink in it. The oranges, cinnamon colors. So I'm going to be using this in this spread. I'm going to be using copper and cocoa because, again, this screams fall to me. And then I like to pick out some, gold. Sorry if that's reflecting. It's like a shiny gold. This is like almost black, but it's like a dark espresso brown, and then beige. And then for this, I'm going to use these words that I think I'll cut them down and use them here. And then again, this one's from Crafty Planner Queens. This one's Copper and Cocoa, and this is from her newest line, Gratitude Unlocked. So you can use my code. I'm on her holiday team for November, December. So take advantage, Stephanie15, and you can go and grab some of this goodness. So anyways, I will be using all of this. So if you've never created a junk journal, again, like I said, I like to get, for my background, I choose a couple of cardstocks, 12 by 12 cardstocks. These you get at your local Michaels. So I think I'm gonna go with this one for my background. And then different textures are good. This is actually an adhesive cardstock in the 5 by 7, I believe. Size, again, also from Michaels. This is, I believe, 6 by 6 right there. And then again, these are all from Michaels. Some words, because I can cut the strips and just add them onto my page. I have my inks, because I'll probably do some inking today. Stickers, and then the junk kit. So if y'all are like, I don't know what you're talking about, I've never done a junk journal before, I'm gonna flip through, because this is my junk journal one. Husband's hair on me. He shaves his face and it got on my thing. Anyway, sorry about that. This is like a kind of a material that feels like velvet. But anyways, I got this from the Go-Getter girl when she was going out of business. She had an amazing sale, so I got this for like $5. And it's meant for, like, I'm just gonna flip through. This is like a weekly log, and I'll show y'all some of the pages, but I thought it would be beautiful for my junk pages. So I have a specific place where I put my junk kits or my junk pages. So again, this is what I'm talking about. So I have different textures, stickers, papers, and just throw it on the page and make it beautiful, right? So I'm gonna just flip through these and get to where we need to get to, so y'all can see. And again, most of these kits are from Crafty Planner Queen, so that's a plug. If you decide to do that, DM her and tell her stuff sent you. You won't be disappointed. So again, stickers from Crafty Planner Queen. Can you tell she's one of my favorites? But I just like junk journaling, junk kits, junk pages are just things that you just do to make, you know, some people don't like it because it can be messy, but it's a beautiful mess, a beautiful chaos, if that makes sense. I love it because it represents my life. It's like, I have a beautiful life, but sometimes it can be chaotic. But whatever you do with that chaos, you know, you can turn that chaos into beauty. So this is part of the line that I'm going to be using for the junk kit. So I didn't use all of it, so this is the rest of this kit right here. So it was like a coffee kit, which is amazing because I love coffee. I've given it up, so but I still love the smell of coffee and whatnot. So this is what the pages look like. So since I am a planner, I don't need another planner or anything. So I thought this was the perfect size to do junk journaling in. And I think I'm gonna use these boxes right here. I might just get a brown highlighter or mild liner and kind of trace it and just kind of color this out. I don't know yet. Or I might cover it out, or I might just do this page today. So we'll see, but we're gonna dive in. So hopefully everyone's having a good day so far. And I'm moving all my stuff. I'm working on a limited space, so let's see. So I'm literally going to just measure this out and cut it to size. And I don't know where my cutter is. Let me see. 1 second. I'll be right back. All right. So I got my Fiskars cutter. If you don't have one of these, get you one. It's a lifesaver. But anyways, and again, my apologies in advance because they are doing construction next door, so it's really loud. And you can hear all of that. And they start literally at 7, which I thought there would be some kind of rule for starting that early, but I guess not. Because they are full-fledged every morning at 7. So, okay. Cut this down to size. And it doesn't have to be perfect because it is going in here and it'll be covered up. But I like to start with a base whenever I do my pages. So again, if you've never done one, you should try it. It's fun. And it just helps keep your mind off of things. So sometimes we all need a break from our daily live, right? Okay, so I actually think I'm gonna use her and I'm just gonna put her over here. So I might actually just tear the paper, find a different paper and put on this side and kind of decorate it like that. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it opposite. Okay, so I got this and hopefully I don't run out of tape because I can't find my other tape. So I'm just gonna be sparingly with it. So we have recently moved, so I'm still kind of trying to find all the things. Okay, so like I said, I don't want to go too much on this one, but I want to make sure it stays down. I'll leave that off. All right, and we're gonna just slot this on here. Looks like I didn't cut it like perfectly, but that's okay. I'm just gonna put it here. It doesn't have to be perfect. There we go. All right, so that's our base. And again, I like to come in with layers. I think I went too far over. That's what it was. There, that's what it was. I came too far over. Oh well. So I'll go ahead and see if I can cut that a little bit, or a little bit. It's all good. Let's see. It'll just, let me see if I can tuck it in to my crevice. That's probably why the book is all off, because me and my measuring. All right, so I'll cut that off. I think I can do it with my little. All right, we'll just do. And you know what? I could have just tore it too, because it gives it character. There we go. So that's better. And again, you can come in and tear it. Let's see if I can get that. There we go. Give it a little character on the ends. If I can get it. There we go. Okay. There we go. Crisis averted. Okay. All right. And then you see, I never have nails, but my daughter wanted to do nails, so I found some decent priced ones where we can just test them out and see. So she loves doing that, so she did my nails, and it works because I always just have my little nubs doing my, all y'all see is my hand, so, you know, give it some pizzazz, I guess. So we are going to add now, I think I'm gonna add some torn pieces of this. And I'm going to add like that in the corner, I think. And I can come back through and add some more whenever I need it. And I think I'm gonna add some popsicle too later on. But see, this one is nice because it's already sticky. So this is a lifesaver. So we're gonna do that. And we're gonna do this corner. And I'm gonna stay on the paper. Okay, so that is cute. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna add these probably on the top parts of it. So I'm gonna move this to the side. I do like to have texture, so I might actually, let's see this. I'm thinking something right quick. I'm gonna do some strips. I like to build my base first, so it just makes it easier, and then I'll play with the pretty stuff on top. So I'm going to add some ink, sorry about that noise. And I'm gonna just add a black ink to it. I have some rub-ons too that I might add to it, and I have some gold stickers that I got from the Dollar Tree. So y'all don't sleep on the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree sometimes is amazing. So these are some of the stickers I won from Lisa Marie. I keep them in here. Really cute. So here you see I have this gold. I might, if I can find something in the gold, I might can use this. I think this is a rub-on. I'll see. But anyways, I wanted to get that out because I want to use it. But I'm going to ink my sides. Inking is very fun. You should get yourself an inker, ink pad, and a little, whatever this doohickey's called, a stamper, I don't know, an inker, whatever. But inking is, like I said, it can be therapeutic. And there's no right or wrong way. Now again, I'm not a perfectionist. I used to be a perfectionist. In certain things I am a perfectionist. But when it comes to inking, it doesn't have to be perfect in my mind. So it just gives it some color, some accents. And depending on the texture of your paper or how you tear it. Like if I did it on this, it just brings out another dimension. So you see how that's just cute to use. But anyways, so get yourself some ink pads and play with it. It's fun. So I'll probably add underneath like that, and then I might just do it like that, or I might just do it on top. Let's see. I think I'm gonna tear it and give it a little bit more character on the ends, and then we'll go from there. So I'm gonna ink that like that since I tore that, and then I'm gonna add that here. And actually I don't know why I like the ink right here, so I'm gonna keep it like that. So it's starting to look fallish, right? So there we go. And add that there. I'm trying to be mindful of time. I'm trying to keep my videos like 30 minutes or less. Because sometimes, you know, you can go over. There we go. Okay, so I'll just do it on top here too. It's fine. All right, so we have that, and I like that so far. So now I'm actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna add this over here because I said I was gonna add her here. So I think I'll just add this whole piece of paper here, and then I'll fill in something right here, and then I'll probably add something over here as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and tear her out. Not tear her out, but I'm gonna cut her out. And I did print her on sticker paper, so it's already, the work is done for me. So I love her. I love both of them. I think I'm gonna use this one. I've been having an idea with a book, so I think I'm gonna save her for a different project. And yeah, I was thinking instead of buying a scrapbook, just get a book that I've already read and I'm not reading, it's just sitting on the bookshelf, and turning that into a scrapbook. So for my DIY divas, that's just a thought, where you don't have to buy a whole scrapbook. You can just actually use a book and go from there. And instead of tearing out the book like I do, I like to create junk journals out of books. Just leave the pages in there and just use the pages. So you have like an instant book. I don't know. I'll see how that idea is flowing in my brain. I'm sure somebody's done it before, but I've not seen it. But, oh well. Even if I have seen it, or if I find it, the good news is you can make it your own. That's what I love about planning and stuff, and scrapbooking and stuff, is you just make it your own. So we're gonna do, I don't feel like pulling that back out, so I'm just gonna cut it to the best of my deal, like that. So I think I'm gonna put that there, then I have that like that, and then I'll probably put her kind of sideways, and then kind of layer something on there too. But I'll probably find some more paper that I can use. Actually, the gold would be pretty too. So that's just, I think I'm gonna do that real quick. So I'm building my case right now, basically. And I have a feeling that I'm going to need more tape, because yeah. But anyways, hopefully I will be able to get through this with just what I have. Now you can add ink to this. I'm not gonna add ink to this part. I'm making sure I'm on the page. Okay. Oh, this page is kind of short, so I think I cut over it a little bit. So I'm gonna trim. I'm not gonna trim it. I'm gonna tear it. There we go. There we go. That, like that. That's cute. Okay. But you might not even see it, so And then we're gonna just pull this off. And make sure I get it on the right line before I stick it. Come down a little bit. Okay. All right. Like that, and then we're gonna add her. Sticker paper is everything, y'all. So again, I like to, before I actually commit to the page, I like to just get a corner like so, and fold it down like that, and then kind of get it to where I want it before I actually stick it on the page. So I do like, I'm a catty corner person. I don't know where I got that from. I don't like straight, but I do love straight lines, if that makes sense. But I like it there, so I'm just gonna stick her down there and then slowly peel that off and kind of follow it. Just to make sure I get no creases or lines. So that's good right there. It's pretty. Okay, now I will add some more stuff, like I said here, and wording. I'm gonna actually open this real quick and see. This is what I got. We went to my dad's funeral in Bartlett, Texas. They had a Dollar General / Dollar Tree. Like, it was one store. It was awesome, but it was going out of business. So I went in there and I took all the rest of their stickers. They didn't have very much because, you know, obviously we don't know when the sale started. But sorry, that's probably blinding y'all, but I'm gonna add some of the wording in the gold. I think that'll pop really pretty. Yeah, and then see, like this is rub-ons. I think this is a rub-on too. Or is it stickers? Nope, it's rub-on. Cool. So this is rub-on, and since I have them out, I don't know if y'all are familiar with, her name is Leo by Mail. That's her, sorry, that's loud. Her YouTube channel, but she does listing. So I used to be a scrapbooker. That's my first love. And then I ran into the planner community, and now I started planning. So, but anyways, she staples them. She says to staple them together like this, so that way they won't fall apart when you start cutting them. Because if you've never worked with rub-on before, it's literally like a paper, you see, like that you kind of, it has the ink on there, and you rub it on. I'm probably gonna use some of these numbers, those are cute. Rub it on your paper, and it makes it look like it was part of your paper. It's amazing. So I'm probably gonna use this numbers and maybe some of this, and then some wording from these. So go ahead and staple it. She says to staple it again, like to keep it together. So that's what, might as well do that while I'm here. So I'm gonna keep these 3 out, since I'm gonna use these 3 eventually. Those will be probably on the top part of the, after I get everything laid down. And then these cute little things, scrapbook.com, just go to scrapbook.com, and they're the envelopes. So this is like a frosted envelope, but I love it. I'm gonna get more whenever I get some extra, but they keep things nice in there, lovely lace. So I got me, it came, you can get different sets. They have sets of 10, 6, whatever, and they have different colors. I like that color. It's not really a color, but I like it because it just looks pretty. Okay, so let's get back. I went on a tangent. So I could actually add some of this on here, y'all, like that. On the sides, right? Ooh, that's cute. Okay, so I could add, oh, I should have grabbed some more of this. I didn't bring more, but I could add, I can tear it into, let's see, do I want to tear it into a strip or what? Let's see. So I can add it like that. And I can add this one over here. That's cute. You know what? And then I'm gonna do some golds popping out. So I'm actually gonna put that, so that way it won't be too like gold. Let me see. This one's harder to tear. This is more on a, it's like a card stock, but brown. So let's, This one's not as easy to tear. Okay, but look. How about that? Yes, ma'am. And we're gonna have some, there we go. Bam, I love it. Okay, so then on this side, I'm just literally gonna tear out this little square right here. There we go. And depending on how you tear your paper, you would get, actually I like this texture part right here. So depending on how you tear your paper is how your texture will come apart. So like if I want it, I guess on this side, I would tear that way. So I'm gonna use that piece. And then again, let's get our ink going. Again, the ink just makes it pop. And I know we're not gonna see that. Or I could actually do it like this and then like that. What y'all think? That's cute too. I want that big gold pop right there, but I think I'm gonna keep it underneath like that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it like that. Okay, and then let's get this one. Okay, so then, and then I'm just gonna do that like that, and then, okay. So this one doesn't have any sticky paper on it, so I will have to glue that one, or put that one down. So let's do that. Make a piece of hair here, of course. Okay. All right, it's just gonna go underneath. All right. Okay, so we get that kind of even right there, like that. And then I'm going to actually put that strip like that. Oh, that fits like perfect on her shoulder. Wow, I'm probably not gonna get it exactly like that. Let's see. That's cute, okay. But I want it to cover, there we go. And you know what? I like that, so I'll probably put something right here, like a saying. Like, look, this would be cute, it covers it. So I'm just gonna put it there for right now, just because I might forget later on down the line. Okay. Excuse me, my voice went away. All right, so I like that, kind of like that. So I can cover that sharp edge right there. And yeah, I like that right there. So I'm gonna put this one down first, right here. Okay, throw that trash, put that down first. Make sure I got that. Okay. So again, the paper is short, so it's actually showing the next one because of the way it's folded, I guess. The thicker it gets, that's just gonna be how it's gonna be. And I'm gonna cover that part up right here. I actually should have stuck her on top of this, but you know what? It is what it is. And I have another sharp edge right here, so I'll probably put something cutesy over there. So again, with me, I like to start with all my layers in the back like I'm building a case, right? And let's do, I'm not gonna leave, oh, does that look cute like that if I leave it? A little bit of gold hanging out. And I think I'll do that. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. All right, so then I'll find something again to go here, and then I'll probably put something here too. Look at that, like a picture is worth 1,000 words. What if we put that right there? Let's see how, I don't have to commit to it yet. I can just see how it looks. But these, if you see these in the store when they go on sale, the ones that have words, these make for good things to do, like this, right? And then what I like to do is I like to cut it up, but I'll probably, let's see. So a picture is worth 1,000 words. So we got kind of like a twofer. That's cute. Just like that. But I'm gonna actually ink it around. So we'll ink it. So inking is contagious. Like you want to ink everything. That's how I was. I saw this community is huge. The planner community is huge. There's a lady on YouTube called Journal Jot and Jive, and I think she's the one that kind of got me hooked on inking, because she has some where she just inked a whole, yeah, it was really pretty, and I was like, I'm going to get me some ink. And then I fell down that rabbit hole and got me some ink. Now again, you should budget. That's my disclaimer, because you can go broke on planning stuff, and nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to be about that life. So go ahead and budget. Save some for, put some behind, some money down for, or you know, for a planning fund or whatever. So that way you can still have fun, but just not going crazy with it. So let's see, I'm gonna do it right here. I'm gonna cover that right there. A picture is worth, and then we're gonna put that like, I could put it like that too. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Ooh, I like it. Okay, there we go. And then I can add some stuff on the sides. Perfect. Okay, so this page is pretty much done. I'm gonna actually put this down right here and be done with it. And this side is technically done. So I will probably add more just because that's just how I roll. I like to, yeah, that'll come together. So that is gorgeous right there in itself. So I can literally stop right there. But I'll actually probably, ooh, while I'm working on this page, I'm gonna, she's not really smiling. She's doing like that sexy lip thing. So we won't put smiles are always in fashion there, but maybe we can put like a fashion. So that way y'all can see how, if you've never worked with a rub-on. So what you do is literally, you're gonna keep it intact like this, and you're just gonna cut what you want out. So I'm gonna use fashion. All right, so I'm gonna use fashion. So put that aside. And then you just basically take it off of the white, and see it's like a, kind of like a, I don't know, shiny, like a vellum. Like there's sticky paper, sticky, the fashion is sticky. So I'm actually going to do fashion right here. So what you do is it sticks. As soon as you put it down, it's gonna stick. So don't pull it back up. So you're kind of committing to it wherever you put it, right? So then you get something hard, and you're gonna kind of go like this to help it lay down flat on your paper. So again, it's a learning curve. This was actually the first thing I started with when I started scrapbooking. I had ordered my first order, tell my age, from QVC when I was like 18. And it had a whole bunch of rub-ons, and I fell in love. Like, I didn't use all of them because it was so many, but on QVC back in the day, they used to have like a scrapbook segment, and I had bought like the kit, because again, I was just starting scrapbooking, and I fell in love with it. And then I couldn't find rub-ons anywhere, but that kit that I got from QVC had so much in there that it lasted me forever. But then it gets old over time, like anything, like washi tape, it gets old and it doesn't want to, you know, come off the roll and all that. So anywho, I found these, fast forward, at the Dollar Tree, but then like the Dollar Tree started running out. And then that's why when I went to Bartlett and I saw them there, I just like got all of them. They're like 25 cents because again, it was like a 80% off sale because I guess we came right when they're literally about to shut the doors. So you can kind of see it transferring over because it's no longer like black. It's more like a opaque color. So, and then also before you fully pull it, just kind of pick a corner and go slow to make sure that it's down. So you see that? So I think I did a pretty good job. So there you go. So that's a rub on. And then it looks like it's part of the paper. How cool is that? That's so cool. Like I fell in love with y'all. Y'all should find y'all some. And I think I'm gonna put style on this side just because, or let me see, attitude. That would be cute too, or style. In the middle, will that fit? I think I'll do style since it's right here. And I'll go ahead and put that because it's gonna fall off anyway when I cut style. So I'll probably just cut that off and then just add it somewhere in the page. I think it's a fan, I don't know. All right, so again, rub-ons are so fun. You'll be addicted. Thank me later. All right, so add style to this. Okay, again, it's just simple as pulling it off and just make sure you don't touch the lettering like that. And then I want to center this in the middle of here. Okay, that looks kind of centered. Let's come up some. All right, let me put it right there. Okay. I'm thinking I might just add this like right here. Or I might actually not add it and just put it right there and throw it away because I don't like it. Let's see. Okay, so then again, I'm gonna get my handy card and transfer it on there. I'm gonna do a quick time check. Ooh. All right, I am past 30 minutes, so this is gonna be a longer video. Sorry, you can fast forward or you can just stop where you need to. Or, like I like to say, grab your own crafting stuff or your own planner stuff and plan along with me. So you're killing two birds with one stone. You're not wasting time because you're doing your own thing while watching instead of just kind of sitting there. Now there are times where I have days where I just want to mindlessly sit and watch YouTube channel planners all day. My family's like, eh, but those are the days where I just need a kind of a woosah. I just need to breathe. Because, you know, if you're a mom, you know what I'm talking about. And if you're a homeschool mom, you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you just need a moment to yourself and something where you're not always using your brain and just can just sit there and watch and just look at other people do stuff. So that and organizing videos are my thing. So, and homeschool videos as well. So, but again, if you have something to do, go ahead and plan with me, right? So, all right, so that is done. I can stop right there. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this side with some of the things. So let's add, so this was part of this collection, the copper and cocoa. And I wanna say that this collection was part of her CPQ printable club. So again, I'm part of that. And the way that works is she drops every Tuesday a different sticker that's unique to that club. So again, if you're interested in that, DM her, tell her Steph sent you, and she will give you all the details on how that works. So this is so little. I have a bigger one, but I don't know how to deal with it right now. This is cute. I feel like I want to use it. I don't know. I just felt like I wanted to use that. So we're going to use it. I'm going to help stick that down at the top. Okay. So there's that. So I am going to use that. And then again, we can use some of these autumn things like this. And again, with junk crafting, you don't have to use all of the stickers or all of the things. You can just have fun with it. So I'm gonna actually spread these out so I can see what I'm working with over here. I like that. And you can tear, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to tear your paper. Like this is cute. I think I'm gonna use that, like just in itself right there. So that's another layer of a background. I don't want to cover up my textures. So yeah, I think I'm gonna lay that there as the beginning of my base over there. This page is done. This page I will save for something because it's really cute. All of it is really cute, and it's like, oh, I don't know if I want to do it right here. I like the way it kind of, this corner kind of adds to that texture right there. But then do I want to add it over here? And then just kind of play off of this right here. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it in this corner. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Now I could tear it some more and put this over here if I tear it, and then put this at the top over here. All right, let's try it and see. I gotta commit now because I done did it. I done did it. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do, yeah, I'll do that right there, but I'm gonna ink it. See if I still have some ink on this. I do. So I'm going to put it, again, apologies if you hear the construction people going. It literally is like 7 in the morning and they are like, they care for nobody. I guess they figure people are up and at it by that time, getting kids to school and stuff. I don't know. So, whatever, it is what it is. My kids sleep through it. So, thankfully they do. I'm out of tape, no. Okay, I have to find my tape because then I can't finish this video because I need, oh, I'm gonna ink it, shoot. Sorry about that noise. Okay, so, yeah, I had bought some Dollar Tree tape to tape it down with. So I had it, you know what, I think it's right here. Let's see. I have so much stuff just randomly placed, so I thought it would be right here, and it's not. Goodness, okay. All right, now I have to go find my tape real quick. All right, so I found it. Okay, again, this, don't sleep on the Dollar Tree. $1.25 double stick tape. It's awesome. So let's see, I don't want that. Let's see, I'm gonna get more of the browns. Let's see, we do, and before you commit, I like to play around with it before I actually lay it down, just because. And you can tear them if you know, if you doesn't hurt to tear them. This is cute. I like this shape actually. And if I think I like it where it's gonna be, I'm actually gonna just commit to it. So I like that there. Yeah. So that's what I'll do too, is if I like it, I'll just go ahead and stick it down. And then again, just continue to play with layers as I go. So let's see, this is me with nails. So sorry, bear with me. So this takes a little longer, but again, it gets the job done. And you really don't need to put that much. So, go. All right. And again, I like that kind of right here. I like that shape. Okay. There we go. And then I'm gonna put the girl, she's cute. Let's see, we can actually kind of, we'll see how we work with that. Or do we wanna do, again, just playing with the different shapes and stuff. I really like this. I don't know, something about Polaroids. I guess because I'm an 80s born, you know, I was born in 1980, so I like the Polaroid situation. So I'm gonna stick that there. And I got too much. All right, so I'll just fold that over once I get it off. Again, this takes a while, so the tape runners are super fast, and I need to actually get me some more. But the Dollar Tree tape, double stick tape, is awesome in a pinch. It's just a matter of being able to get it off, and for some reason I'm having difficulty with this one. Come on. Okay. There we go. All right, come on. There we go. All right, there we have it. Okay, so we're gonna kind of caddy that there. Don't want to slow it down so I don't have that many. There we go. Okay, like that. All right, and now let's see what else we have. So I could kind of tear that off into that. Okay, I think I'm gonna do it right here. I like that. Right there, and I'm going to ink it. Anytime I tear, I like to ink it, just because it's like really stark white, and since this is kind of a brown foliage, fall background, I'm gonna keep it kind of inked out. I like it right there. And then I'll add this one down here. And I don't have to ink this side because you see how it tore white on there and this one tore brown, so I don't have to worry about that right there. So I'm gonna actually include that one right here and that like that. And then I'm gonna fill in those holes and then I will be done. So junk journaling takes a little bit longer than planning. So be patient with yourself as you're having fun as you're doing it. So plan some time. Like I'm doing this, it's not super early, it's 7 o'clock, it's now 8 o'clock, but I'm trying to do this before my kids wake up so that way I'm done with it. And like I now record in the living room, so I'm a sitting duck if anybody gets up and wakes up. So I try to wake up at 5, but I've been doing the natural alarm clock. So again, there's some people that say if you love life, you don't need an alarm. So I literally, my natural clock goes off at 4:30, but I have been sleeping past 4:30, so I'll get up anytime like 4:30 or 5:30, and today I got up at 6:30. So I'm just letting my body get its natural rest when I can, and then, but I get so much done in the morning. There we go, that's cute. Okay, I like that. And then we're gonna put that one there. Da, da, da. And also working on I got a lot of things in the what is it, in the fire right now that I'm working on. I actually got my word for the year. I will save that for when I get my 2026 planner in. I'm waiting for, I was on the late bus with the Sterling ink, and I do like to thank my girl Lisa Marie, because I had never seen a Sterling ink before, but she has all the things Sterling ink, and she has introduced me to that. So I'm like waiting on the A5 common planner that has all the things. But again, I was on the late list, so I'm waiting for her to come in. December is when it's coming in, since I had to do the pre-order. And it'll be here in December, so I'm so excited to get that. Can't wait. So that comes in. As soon as that comes in, I'll do a video on that. Let's see. That's a perfect filler for that hole right there. Do I want to do it underneath? Can I do it underneath? Like that? Yeah. Okay, I like that. The perfect hole for that. And I think I'll end with a girl like right in the middle, like popping off, like right there. I'll go down some. So I'll find something right here, and then I'll be done. Maybe coffee beans. Let's see. Like that. I think that's good. Or did we don't do Happy Meal? I don't know. Do we want to do Happy Meal? Let's see. I think this was just kind of big. But I could actually put that there and be done, and then throw her like right there and be done. I'm going to show Happy Meal like that without covering the coffee cup. What you think? Or do we want to do like a coffee shop? I went on a tangent, but yeah, so I got my word of the year and my scripture. I like to do a word and a scripture of the year. So we could do coffee shop since there's a lot of coffee in this picture. Like that. No, I really don't want to cover that up too much. Okay, so since I'm indecisive, we're gonna just go ahead and stick this in here. But yeah, so I'm waiting on my sterling ink to come in. Excited about that one. The reason I fell in love with that one is because it has everything in one, and next year with my word and where I see things going, I need to kind of minimalize. So I have 2 Hemlock and Oak books right now, one for my common planner and then one for memory planning. And then the sterling ink, I think she was reading my mind and came up with that, like basically everything in one. Planner, journal, all the things. So I'm super excited for that. And again, I have ideas because I'm gonna be more focused on, y'all, if y'all have seen my videos and you've seen me do my planners, I'm very heavy decorative planner. But I'm still going to be a decorative planner, but I'm going to be more goals oriented. So I'm going to be doing a lot of journaling, tracking, and all that stuff. So I am looking forward to doing that. So y'all will see my planning style change a little bit. So, all right, that fit perfectly in there. Okay, so now I need to be one more and then call it because, oh, this is so cute. I didn't see this one. But that doesn't go in. Okay, so I'll save that. What do I want to put here? What if I put the sticker, the window? No, okay. Not gonna do that. If I do that, that's like too much repetitive, right, of coffee cups. And then she is like, she will block that, and I don't want to block the coffee cup. So I think what we're gonna do, what did I have there? I forgot what I had there. I had something there. I think we'll do the coffee shop because that's not covering too much. Coffee shop, and then what if we do her? Because she's like, yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Coffee shop and then her. Perfect. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. That's my plan. Okay, so where's my tape? There you go. So what do y'all have? Do y'all have your planner? Drop it in the comments. Y'all already have your planner for 2026? Or were you like late like me in deciding? Because again, it takes, it's like a whole situation where you have to plan. And I watch so many YouTube videos. There's one girl, I forget her name, but she actually has videos on all the different planners. So when you get to that status, you know, people start giving you stuff. So maybe one day, goals, right? I would love to be on have an actual person say, hey, try out my planner. and go from there. But she did like all the planners. Some I haven't even heard of, but I'm actually gonna watch it, finish watching that little series that she has, and then I'm not gonna change my mind. I'm gonna stick with what I'm going with. All right, and that fits perfectly, and that's gonna be a wrap after that. But anyways, if you've got your planner, or if you're that person too that does like a word of the year, or a scripture of the year, let me know. Have you got your word? If you want to share, I'm excited about mine. It speaks to what I've been working for. So, all right, so I'm gonna clean up all of this so that way we can get ready to show the finished product. And I wanted to add some, I think I might, okay y'all be like, this video is super long. So I'm encroaching on an hour, which is fine. Again, hopefully you pulled out your planner things and were planning along with me. And hopefully the construction noise isn't super loud in the background. I think it's taking me longer to take this daggum backing off of the tape. That's been my nemesis right there. Come on. And then these tweezers are crooked because I tried to break something off with it, so it bent it. Ah! Come on. Okay, there we go. I think that's coming all the way off. Let's see. Nope. All right, maybe it'll help if I just pick it up like that. All right, y'all, the struggle is real. I'm gonna get it. I will win. You don't want to go against me. All right, there we go. Okay, so then we have her. And then, how did I do that? Like that. I'm gonna stick that like that, and love it. Okay, so that is really cute. I love it, but I do want to add, like, let me see. Do we want to add any more words? Okay. Make something every day. I don't want to block anything. Okay. Let's see what things we have. She's not really smiling either. I do want to add something. Maybe we can add some numbers. Oh, I did say I wanted to add the gold, but I don't have anywhere to add it because I think it will actually blend in. Yeah, I think it'll actually just blend right in on here. It's not gonna pop. So I think I'll leave that alone. We could just put some numbers on here just for fun, right? Or just leave it alone and just call it. I think we're gonna just leave it. Oh, let's do feeling good. That's like right at the top. Yeah, we're just gonna leave it because I don't have anywhere else to go, and it's already really awesome the way it is. So again, this is my junk spread in here, and I think it turned out beautifully. So I have my big one and then my more little one. And again, these junk kits are from Crafty Planner Queen. This sticker itself was Coppers and Cocoa, which is from her CPQ Printable Club. Both, if you're interested, drop in her DMs and say Steph sent you, and she'll give you all the details on how to join. And again, I had fun doing this. And I hope you enjoyed my fall colors video. And I would love for you to check out the next video in our loop, which is Lisa Marie herself. Again, she's an amazing person. She put this together. And follow that link, click on this, it'll take you to her loop. And if you end up back at my YouTube video, then you have completed the whole loop, and we appreciate you so much. So don't forget to follow the loop, it's fun. Follow the loop, like, subscribe, comment on there. And again, thank you for joining me today. Hopefully you got some planning done. And if you like what you saw, don't forget to hit that like button. If you haven't already subscribed, if you want to be notified every time I drop a video, hit that bell. And until then, I will see you on the other side. Y'all take care. Bye.